fuck a horse or get fucked. Easily fuck a horse. Is that even a question? If anyone on this has said that they would rather be fucked by a horse, that is like you'd die. You'd literally die. Like it would, like the size of the horse, like you know, like with a woman, like you can only get in so far. All right, not that I've ever been in far enough where I've kind of felt a block, because I just don't have that sort of equipment. Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather? Oh God. You know, I used to watch these videos and be like, how do these? I feel like I'm high energy here. Right? I'd be like, how do these people come in here and look like they're such high energy? And it's like, well, the high energy makes sense because you're trying to draw people in, but I'm not putting on an act at the moment. I just actually really enjoy doing these videos. So I naturally have high energy. Like as soon as I kind of move away from this later on, I'll suddenly have low energy and really kind of just dislike my life. Anyway, let's get the recording on, shall we? So I left you with this one last time. Would you rather get cancer and suffer for a year, or watch your mum suffer of cancer and die? Easiest. If this isn't 100%, people obviously hate their mums, because this is but like I would rather all day I would get cancer and suffer for a year. I'd get cancer and suffer for maybe 2-3 years rather than watch anybody I love get cancer and die. Yeah. But after 3 years, I think I'd probably be like, I wish this was somebody else. Well, I was next to my mum once, and we were watching the Stand Up to Cancer. I think it was the Bake Off, and we were watching it, and I was sat next to her, and it came up: 1 in 2 people will get cancer in their lifetime. I just looked at her and was like, hope it's not me. But no, definitely I'd rather get it. 83%. That's high, but not as high as I thought it would be. Would you rather have no feet or have no hands? I'd rather have no feet. Easy. You can do so much more with your hands than you can with your feet. So much more. You can get prosthetic limbs for your feet that you can still walk on, that will still be okay. It's not ideal, obviously, but I'd much rather have that. Plus, when you're walking around barefoot, what are you going to do? You're going to stub your toe, are you? You're not going to step on a plug or step on any Lego. Like, I see very little downside to having no feet over no hands. Having no hands, there's loads of stuff you can't do. You can't eat properly. You can obviously get prosthetics again, but they're not, like, good, are they? They're not good. But yeah, so I'd definitely go for no feet. Wow, only 68% of 23,000 people would rather have no feet. That's. Would I rather be an angel or be a mermaid? Well, the interesting thing about being an angel or a mermaid is that when you look at actual accounts of seeing these things, the angels always don't tend to be like in human form. They're like, and that's why they always come in and say to people, do not be frightened, because they're kind of like otherworldly beings. Although they're good, they don't look good. And a mermaid also, you know. But what would I do? Would I rather have the grace of God, or would I rather bring sailors to their demise and trick them into thinking that I'm going to have sex with them? I'd probably go for an angel, to be honest with you, because it seems like a lot more fun. Yeah, most people agree. Would you rather fuck a horse or get fucked? Easily fuck a horse. Is that even a question? If anyone on this has said that they would rather be fucked by a horse, that is like you'd die. You'd literally die. Like it would, like the size of the horse. Like you know, like with a woman, like you can only get in so far. All right. Not that I've ever been in far enough where I've kind of felt a block, because I just don't have that sort of equipment. I'm not packing heat. But when you get to a certain point, it kind of blocks and you can't get the whole thing kind of in there. And so if you did that with a horse, then the same thing might happen. But also, that's like a ton of horse that is pounding into you. And that's going to fuck something up. That is going to... And if it's not in the vag and it's in the bum, that is going to rip your insides to pieces. Or you could have sex with a horse who won't feel anything, won't feel a thing. You just have to make sure that it's kind of in the stall so it doesn't kick you in the nads. Otherwise, you'll have no cock left. But you just wouldn't feel anything, and you'd be all right, and you'd be fine. And I probably wouldn't make a habit of it, but yeah. But I'd fuck a horse. 45% of people would rather get fucked by a horse out of almost 8,000. That is unbelievable. All right, last one. Would you rather never play this stupid, fucking transphobic, homophobic, and misogynistic game again, or admit to your pals your does Avon? Your dad does Avon. Your dad. Good. I don't necessarily agree with the sentiment of that it's transphobic, homophobic, and misogynistic. It's, nobody on... well, maybe there are, but like I don't see myself reading this being like, oh, well, I hate trans people and I'm scared of them. I hate homo people. Gay people. Can't say homo. Gay people. And I'm not scared of them, and I don't hate them, and I don't find it particularly misogynistic either. But that's all of the things that a transphobic, homophobic misogynist would say, isn't it? It's like when you go up to someone that's got that's an alcoholic, and you're like, you call them out on it. You're an alcoholic, and they're like, I'm not an alcoholic, and it's like, well, that's exactly what I'd expect an alcoholic to say. So. Anyway, or admit to your pals your dad does Avon. As in your dad. I think it might have been a Scottish person that wrote this. But I'd have to admit to my pals that my dad does Avon. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway. This is another Northern one. This is quite funny. Would you rather support Newcastle United or support Sunderland and have Taylor Swift as your wife? For anyone that doesn't know that is watching this, Newcastle and Sunderland are massive rivals up in the north of England, in terms of football or soccer. So somebody has done this. Anyway, yeah, you choose. You choose. And I'll see you next time.